Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you got your wine, your water, or your rolling tray, or whatever you need to tune in with me. Today I am drinking some ginger ale out of my I Don't Miss mug because we have merch. The merch is out, the merch is launched. It actually dropped a little while ago. I just haven't made a video since it has happened, but yeah, so thank you to everybody that has already bought merch. If you want some, go get some. The links will be in the description box. Have my coldest water. Something that I wanted to talk about, which is like mad funny, like in my last video that I posted, people were saying like how I'm calling out brands, but like I have brands in the middle of my videos. And the funny thing to me was like everything right now is like monetized in some type of way, like everything is sponsored. That was the point that I was making inside the video. I wasn't saying that I was exempt from it, I'm just pointing out that that's what's happening. Something that I do take pride in is the fact that I don't work with brands or promote anything in my videos that I don't actually use or that I feel is pushing an agenda or hurting anyone. So yeah, even if I didn't have a sponsorship deal with them, I would still be using this. Y'all probably still see it in my videos anyway because I use it every day. I walk around with it all the time. One of the besties actually sent me a custom rolling tray. How cute. And it glows in the dark, right? An ashtray, a lighter holder, a little stash jar, a joint holder. And it actually came with like some papers and stuff. Like, oh my gosh, how cute is that? I'll have her Instagram right here. But like, that was so sweet. I'm like, that wasn't like an ad or anything. That was just, you guys show me so much love, so I try to show you guys love back. I just appreciate everything you guys send me. It just like makes my day, like, cause I really don't, I'd never expect it. It's just like, sometimes I'll check my DM and you guys are like, oh, hey, can I send you this? And I'm like, sure. It's just the fact that you guys are even thinking about me. It's just like super sweet, so thank you. But yeah, how has everybody been before we get into the video? Because if you see the title, then you already know that this is going to be a shit show, because somebody on Twitter told me that because I was like, I want to make an unpopular opinion video, but everybody already hates half the things that I have to say, so I don't know if I want to do it. And somebody was like, I feel like your unpopular opinion video would be more like truths that people don't want to swallow. And I'm like, you know what? I like that that view of it, because I was not looking at it like that at all. I am still not looking at it like that, but it's cute. We're gonna go with that. But I think so too. It's just sometimes like I'll share things and I think that it's like, you know, a lot of people are gonna get it, like we're all gonna be on the same page with it, and then it just ends up going left, and I'm like, dang, I guess we weren't all on the same, like, you know, with that. Let me just shut up. So then I like started getting quiet too. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but like my Instagram has been like real quiet because I'm just like, I don't know, like this, I started making this type of content and like sharing my thoughts on a broad spectrum like this because I was literally like over everything. Like I was like anti-influencer everything. Like I just felt like all of this stuff was dumb, and I still do. That's why I still share my opinion. I don't know why people like look to me like as some type of influencer. Like I feel like it's cool like if you like want to look to me like for like information and stuff like that, but like I really still don't feel like I'm an influencer. I see people outside and they're like, oh my god, or like I respond to like a DM and they're like, I can't believe you answered. Like, bro, why would I not? Like I am a regular person. So like I don't want y'all to take these like I hope this comes across well, or like this is received like from like a, like I feel like I'm still a normal person where I'm normal enough to where I can make an unpopular opinion video, and it's like, okay, like I'm just like, oh, this girl made a video. Like, I don't want this to turn into some like, show me, like, please, like let's just leave this where it is. Like if you get offended, I'm sorry. I'm probably not sorry, I said it, but like don't be offended. I'm gonna hit this blunt one more time. I'm gonna sip this cup one more time. I'm gonna take this shot one more time. It's like so. I don't know where this is going. I don't. Maybe should I think I'm gonna start with the oregano so we can have like a boost. And then I have on this sweater because like this was my mood, right? Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a video, unpopular opinions, we don't care, zero club, blah blah blah. And then like the empath in me and like the, you know, the real earth sign in me is like, am I gonna hurt people's feelings? Like, is this gonna bother people? Like, are they gonna well, I don't believe in cancel culture because I feel like you can't cancel me because I already canceled myself. Like I left my career, like everything that I built my life on being in my whole life, I gave it up. So you can't cancel me. Like I canceled it. Like there's I'm not aspiring to be anything anymore. I'm here in my crib on my couch. Like I'm I just have like so many feelings about this and so many thoughts. Wanna say hi? I gave him a haircut and he kind of looks like a little chicken. Hi. He always gotta get his little 5 minutes of shine when I let him out. I don't know why I'm nervous. Like, I feel like everything that I post ever is an unpopular opinion, honestly. But like, you know how the girls like to tussle. Like, I just never know where this is gonna go. So we're just gonna, I have about 27 bullet points here. Oh my god. Well, to start it off, people say that they want the truth, but then they end up going back to sleep because they really can't handle it. Like, I've been realizing that there's a lot of ciphers in this matrix and people don't want to admit it. They're like, oh no, like, and it's crazy. Like, I just saw a tweet too. It was like, bro, you're gonna show your Vax card so that you can get into the movies to go see the Matrix. Like, they got you. Like, oh my gosh, so many people that I knew were like standing their ground. They weren't gonna get it. Nobody's jabbing me. Lawn chair. Fold it. Like, I just don't get it. There was this video that I shared today to my story. One of my mutuals, she was at Applebee's and she was refused service or whatever because she's unvaxxed, and everybody's like messaging me like, oh well, she should have left, she didn't have to go in there, or she didn't have to try to get service or whatever. And it's just like, bro, if we don't stand for something, like, this is never going to end. Like, this is medical segregation. So like, y'all basically telling me that back when we were segregated, y'all would have just sat there and been like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna keep drinking out this dirty water fountain because the other one, they don't want me there. Like, while I'm talking about it, another unpopular opinion, I feel like segregation actually was not bad. Like, it wasn't a bad thing, and instead of trying to fit into their spaces, we needed to create our own spaces. But listen, with that still being true for me, if we never stood up and said anything, we still couldn't have had the space to create our own spaces. Because then when we did create our own space, like Black Wall Street and all that stuff, they burned it down, and then people just started getting discouraged. But we got to keep rebuilding. You see, when anything happens to the Twin Towers, they keep rebuilding. Like, we're never gonna, no matter what they do place, they're gonna keep rebuilding because that's what they do, and that's what we need to do too. But people like being sheep. They like to live in this fantasy of like, oh, I love being woke, I want to do this, I want to awaken, I want to do da, and then they have the opportunity and be like, I'm not. Like, baby mama culture is weird goals. Like, y'all really, like, our entire generation glorifies baby mamas right now. Like, when did we decide we were gonna make baby mamas famous too? Like, there's like a whole group of women that are only famous because they had a baby by a rapper or a ball player or a man in position to put them there. And it's just like, you don't have to bring anything to the table, you don't have to have your own talent, you don't have to have anything, you just have to be associated with this person now. What is goals about this? Like, these people don't really do anything. These girls get lit, get a dude, get their bodies done, have a baby, sell you some hair products or whatever products they sell in tomorrow, and then million subscribers, million followers, all this stuff just because what? On the topic of baby mamas, the Kardashians are baby mamas. The Kardashian Jenners, whatever, all of them, Kim might be married, but now she's a baby mama. They're all baby mamas. Why don't people look at them like that? Like, I feel like people are mad hard on like the Aries and the Jadas and the, you know, Jania, like those girls, like they're super hard on them. But then like Kylie's pregnant, it's like, oh my god, congratulations Kylie's blah blah blah, because like she's a billionaire, like, and it's like, but she's still a baby mama, like she's not married. Like, and Travis still got that whole side chick that's always everywhere that they're at, but nobody ever talks about that. But it's crazy. Like, that's really, like, it's weird to me. Like, nobody like ever holds them accountable like for being baby mamas too, I guess, like, just because they can look and dress and talk and be as black, well, not talk, they do not, they talk in slow motion and like really they are the whitest talkers ever, but like, you know, like they do all of this stuff and they can have babies by all the black men in the world that they want, but they will never be treated like black women do. Like, BBLs are becoming a toxic trend. This is coming from someone with a BBL, and like I said, I still would not take back the fact that I did, because this is something that I wanted before it was a trend. And let me not even say like BBLs are becoming a toxic trend, but like, I'm talking about like this like Instagram BBL. They're just adding on more and more and more, and it's just like, it's getting out of line. And like, I'm seeing so many girls, like they're going on their round 3s, and then like a lot of people are like not coming out on the other side of these things, and it's like, we have to be better. Like, if you don't need it, don't do it. Like, and a lot of girls also aren't even getting BBLs. Like, we see like Sweetie, like I see a lot of people posting her and they're like, oh, oh, she got her BBL and all that stuff. That is not a BBL. Those are shots. She didn't even have enough fat to start off with to have a BBL. No. And that it does not move. It's just like there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that y'all don't all know about. Everybody thinks that anytime somebody comes back with a bigger butt, it's automatically they got a BBL. It's not the same thing. And BBLs are extremely dangerous. So like I understand why a lot of people don't want to go through that, but then also the shots are way more the point is, I feel like people should be doing it for them, but people are like getting them like in hopes of like, I'm gonna get my body done, then I never have to work again, then I'm gonna... It's like Kanye's workout plan. Like literally Kanye's workout plan is our generation of BBLs. Thanks to Kanye's workout plan, now I got me a ball of man and I ain't gotta work at the mall again. Like literally, thanks to my BBL, I got me a basketball player or a rapper now, and I'm gonna go sell some flat tummy tea on Instagram to these other girls that don't have BBLs, and I'm gonna make them think that they can have my body even though they can't have it. Like, it's weird. And then like I'm seeing girls like 15 years old saving up and then talking about, oh, I can't wait till I'm 18 so I can make an OnlyFans so I can make enough money to get my BBL and then I can move out of my mother's house and move to... What? That's your goals right now? Like this is the plan? Nope, we're not going to school anymore. Nobody's like, I want to be a doctor. Nothing. Like it's just, I'm going to go start an OnlyFans. I'm going to sell my body to get a new body so that I can go be half of somebody who may or may not even really love me or want me, just so that I can get up out of here and be somebody to a bunch of nobodies. Face app has the girlies in a chokehold, and I'm tired. Like I'm tired. Everybody has the same face. Everybody on Instagram has the same exact face right now, and y'all know the face that I'm talking about because everybody yo, I hate it. Like, yo, this app is terrifying. You can have me right now, I can take a picture of my face and not have on no makeup. It'll give me a wig, makeup, give you new teeth, like it'll give you a smile. I can be sitting here with the mean mug and the picture will make me smile. That's terrifying. I just don't I don't understand why we're doing this, and so many people are using it, and like nobody looks the same in person because nobody looks like that. Then there's so many people trying to achieve that with like fillers. Some people didn't even know face app existed. Like they thought these girls were like getting surgery. Like Chris Brown's mom is infamous for using this app, and it's like, Mama Breezy, why are you doing this to yourself? Bro, I just like, people was really sending me this like talking about, oh, Chris Brown's mom got a bunch of surgery, or she got cloned, she got replaced. No, she got face app. I miss the days when like the Instagram girls were like first coming up and like everybody kind of looked different, and like it was just like something cool. Like you come on Instagram, you see all these like different exotic looking girls from all over the place, then they fly in, everybody comes from wherever they from, then they go to LA, or then they come to New York, and then they become bartenders, and they all got the same bodies and the same face, same wig, same weave. Now they're all rappers, and like everybody is in the industry now. It's just like, where, like the evolution of that is really crazy when you think about it. Like everybody's favorite rappers and stuff right now, all of these people, they were everybody's favorite strippers like not too long ago. Like it's normal. And I had to unfollow people because I logged onto Twitter and I saw a video of Sukiyana. It was like an OnlyFans video, like, but on the Twitter timeline. Like I guess somebody recorded it and put it on there. It was more of Sukiyana than I ever needed to see in my life, and it was just like, why are y'all sharing this? And why is it normal for us to see our favorite artists or people that are like in the spotlight? And granted, nobody should be leaking the videos, but like also you just like why'd you put them up there? Like, why are we doing this? Is it just me? Please comment right now. Like I want to know right now, like while I'm talking about this, if it's just me. Like, am I bugging? Like, am I dragging it? Because I just feel like it's too much. Like and I will wholeheartedly unfollow somebody as soon as I see porn on my timeline. I'm not lying. No, it's terrible. No, thank you. I have to mention this because I said it in one of my last videos, and a few people agreed and a few people were just like, what? No, you're bugging. But like, I still stand by this. All Satanists are not bad people, and all Christians are not good people. So like, that's just that. Like there's duality in everything, and like I feel like a lot of people ran from Christianity because of like things that they were pushing, and like think that they're Satanists because like, why would you really want to be a Satanist? But like, I feel like a lot of people are just lost and like misguided and like not really evil. They're just like trying to be anti church and like anti-Christian, and like they just like run to that. So like I try not to like judge people like too harshly on things like that, because it's like, you don't really know what you're doing. And a lot of them really be minding their business. They're just like anti-Christian, so they just run to that because they think that's the only place that they can go when they leave that. So yeah, I don't think that all Satanists or like all atheists or just anybody who's like, I don't think they're bad. A lot of people think like all witches are bad, but like witches could be like the woman at your grocery store who like brings fresh herbs and stuff like that. Like she's really good in her garden and she brought that, and like she's a witch, she's a green witch. Your mom is like really good in the kitchen, like she can like make anything out of nothing, she's a kitchen witch. There's like a lot of like levels to this that like a lot of people just don't want to harvest the right energy and like don't want to tap into their power because they're gonna let people put labels on them. Yeah, I feel like there's duality in everything, and people are too quick to not use their own discernment for things and just label everything as bad. People ask me a lot like, oh, why don't you post this? I'm like, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They're like, oh, but they're like using this symbol, and I'm like, I really don't think that was intentional. Like there's some things that are just really not intentional like that, and then there's some things where it's like undeniable, and it's a time and a place, and there's like certain settings and stuff like that too. Like there's more that goes into it than just somebody being somewhere or somebody being next to a building or a checkerboard. It's so many things, and like y'all, some people get on this journey and they get so sucked up into it that they just start thinking that everything is a battle of good and evil when some things are really just not that black and white. There's a lot that happens, and if you're just gonna be on the like awakening side of the spirituality, like from like a conservative point and like from like a conspiracy standpoint, and not like a full spiritual, or like if you don't understand like the esoteric things and like deep occult meanings, then you're only gonna see good and evil, good and bad. Like there's so many things that's deeper, and like there's so many battles that happen in the astral planes and like in the spirit realms, and like that people wouldn't get unless you get it, and certain things you just can't be so quick to point fingers at. Like, and I even on one of my posts I was saying that not all demons are bad and not all angels are good. Same thing for that. Like it just depends on what you believe in. It's all kind of the same process. Like there's good and bad angels, there's good and bad demons. Like when you drink alcohol, they say that your body gets consumed by demons, right? Body eating spirits and stuff. Like you might just get real like happy, and that's still a demon taking over you, but not a bad one. It's just making you more friendly than usual, or you're more giggly, or you're happier, or you might be looser. Then you have some people that get the angry demon in them, that they want to fight, they want to smash things, they get real different and nasty when they're drunk. You have some people that get sex demons attached to them. Like there's different demons, just like there's different people. All people aren't good or bad. Like these are my opinions though. All love has conditions, and there's no such thing as unconditional love. And I say this because, and I know people are gonna be like, oh no, a parent's love is unconditional, or like I love my mom unconditionally, or my mom loves me unconditionally, I love this person. No, all love is conditional, and love is really high-key just toleration. And people get mad, like if I was to tell somebody like, oh, I tolerate you, they'll like get offended and they'll be mad like, oh, you said you tolerate me. But like I do. Love is a choice. Like I wake up and actively choose to love everyone in my life. I don't have to love anybody. Like I don't care if you're my mother, my father, my friends, anybody. I don't have to love you just because you're my friend. I don't have to love you because you're my mom. I don't have to, but I actively wake up and make that choice to do so every day. And a lot of us will hold on to certain like relationships and certain people and do things because we feel like love has to be unconditional because we're taught that it is. But if you have to be taught something, then it's not natural. We keep thinking like we'll stay inside of like toxic relationships or toxic cycles and be like, oh well, I don't know why I feel this way, I just love you, I can't control that I love you. Yes, you can. We ignore red flags, we ignore things, we romanticize situations, and we choose actively to love someone. I don't care what anybody says. And the people that you don't love, you choose to not love them. You choose actively to disregard the good things in them and the things that you could possibly like because you don't want to see that in them. We don't hold ourselves accountable enough in that, for me. And for parents and kids, like you can't say that your love for your child isn't conditional, because all people don't like kids, and there's a lot of people that like genuinely do not like kids, but they love their kid, and they love their kid because that's their kid. The condition of your love is that they are your child. You're looking at them from a different lens, and you're loving them differently, and you're accepting things from them, and you're tolerating them at a higher level than you would tolerate other people because they are your kid. And that's why I feel like toleration is love. Like love is just, I tolerate you more than everybody else in my life. So now I'm gonna say that I love you. You don't bother me. You fit into my life. We're meshing, and even though there are things about you that I'm choosing to ignore, that I know are there because we all know that they're there, we just ignore it. If you still think that all conspiracy theories are conspiracy theories, you live under a rock, and I don't like you. Like I don't trust you. Like there's no way that you think all of them are fake. Like there's some people that really are just like all of these things are stupid. You think everything is an actual theory? Like, these are just theories. Like, you don't believe in any of it. Like, that's scary. If you hate Brittany Renner, you have to hate Erykah Badu too. And I'm standing firm in that. Like, I don't understand how people are watching this 50-year-old woman date this 27-year-old man. Her son is 25. So, like, if she didn't have a 25-year-old son, then I might be, but even then, it's just like, what do y'all have in common, or what are y'all doing right now that makes this cute? Brittany Renner is in her 20s and she got pregnant by a basketball player who is also an adult. What was he, 19 or something like that? Which I still think is weird. I think both of them are weird. I don't understand why people think one is weird, the other isn't. That's what's sending me. And I can't make excuses for either one of them. I can't find the excuse. They are all adults. They are. I get it, but it's weird. It's just like, why do you want to do that? Reality TV is dead, and these networks need to stop trying to revive it. Zeus needs to give it up. Hang it up, flat screen. All of these Bad Girls Club, B. Simone, Real Chance and Love, like all of those in the same house, in that same lobby, blowing mine. I don't want to see it no more. Love and Hip Hop, virtually or with all of them there. I'm tired of it. Like, the scripted reality, like, we all know it's fake. We don't care. Like, it's dragging out. Doja Cat should have never let Azalea Banks bully her into being skinny. And like, I am so sorry, like, however that sounds, but like, Juicy, that was like Doja's thing. Like, you know, she was thick, feisty, whatever. I still don't like her because of that whole like chat room thing. Another unpopular opinion, why is Doja uncanceled? Like, when did that happen? Like, everybody was like so anti-Doja, so mad, and then she dropped a few songs and a few TikTok dances went viral and everybody was like, oh, Queen Doja, my black queen. When they talk about niggas ain't shit, it was all good. Like, but her boyfriend looked like Rick from Degrassi. Like, what? Ain't shit in your life, sis. Your man is from the land of Caucus. After the whole thing with Chadwick Boseman, I think we all learned to like kind of like shut up about people's weight and like what they're going through, because you don't know. But like, if she's not sick and everything's fine and she just like is losing weight because she feels like she has to fit into like a certain box, I feel really bad for her, and I feel like she needs to like get out of that. Twin flames are spiritual attacks sent from hell that most of us stay in karmic trauma bonds in hope of it being our twin flame. And yeah, just find somebody who actually loves you and move on. It's another unpopular opinion. People think that all magic and like witchcraft, tarot, and like all that stuff is like new age. That's not new age. New age came in the 70s, and like that was like a new religion and stuff. Indigenous people and black people already doing magic and witchcraft, and the Haitians been doing voodoo and hoodoo, and everybody been doing all of that stuff. So y'all not gonna tell us that we can't use some stuff and that it's new age and it's against our. That's why they had a whole separate book in the Bible for Negroes, that, and like, they had a Negro Bible to keep y'all stupid. Go watch my Lovecraft Country video. Like, and I know they're not gonna push in the algorithm because it's teaching black people to find their power and to live in their power. Realize where you came from. Jesus was a warlock. Jesus was a witch, a warlock, whatever story you believe in about Jesus, yeah, better believe that he was a witch. Women that say they don't want daughters don't deserve kids. Hear me out, because I know how you like to rock your Glocks. A lot of y'all just want sons because you want a man to love you in a way that you never had from either your father or like a man in your life. I've seen girls on Facebook, Twitter, people in front of me just talking, and they're like, oh, I don't want a daughter. What if that little act like me? First of all, why are you even thinking the daughter you don't even have yet? This innocent being already as a grown bitch that is your competition in life that you gotta throw into the street at some point. You need therapy, and like, you need to heal whatever trauma you have with your mother before you go producing anything. I feel Kanye when he said slavery was a choice, because after a while it definitely became a choice, and a lot of y'all are choosing it wholeheartedly today with like all the mandates and stuff like that. I don't care how anybody feels about that. I don't want my DNA altered, so I'm the problem. No. They are firing nurses because they don't want to get it. If someone who's on the front lines of this whole entire situation, right, was right there working through it, wakes up and tells me I'm willing to lose my job today because I'm going in there to tell them I'm not going, yesterday's heroes, today's unemployed, and y'all gonna go get it? Does that make sense? That makes sense to you? Because that just shows me like I'm really dead not getting that now. Like, I'm OD not getting that. Like, I'm really, y'all not, no. How are you going to tell me to put something in my body that you're not putting in your body? Like, if somebody 300 pounds tried to sell you flat tummy tea, are you going to buy it? No, because y'all buy flat tummy tea from the girls who got the BBLs, and that's even more dumb. Planned Parenthood needs to be defunded. shut up. I'm not saying that nobody should have access to abortions, because I feel like that's stupid and that's gonna cause more bad than good. On the other side of the people that's gonna be like, well, why could they get it? Why should they get abortions? Why should they kill babies? Shut up. There's mad kids in foster care and in the system and on the streets right now, at home with their actual parents, getting beat up on. Like, no. There's too many kids in the world that none of y'all take care of and that y'all do nothing for daily, for y'all to be talking about who can get rid of what they want. Shut up. But y'all be treating Plan Bs and abortions like Tic Tacs, like literally just popping them, like, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm going to the chop shop. Oh, well, I just had sex yesterday, I'm gonna go get a Plan B. Like, you're ruining your body, you're ruining your womb, this is what they want you to do. This is what they thrive on this. They thrive on your dead fetus, and they thrive on you ruining your womb, because then you won't have babies. They don't want you to have babies. I don't care what the pronoun people say. I am never going to say that people get periods. I will not chest feed, I will breastfeed, and I am not a birthing parent, I am a mother. We're not gonna normalize that. I'm really sorry. Caitlyn Jenner's kids still call her dad. You don't just become mom because you feel like woman. You're not less dad because now you're a, you know, just. And I'm like really not even trying to be ignorant. Like, I'm not even trying to be rude about it. Like, I'm not even, it's just, it's dragging, because everything leads to transhumanism. Cancel culture is performative and selective as hell. Just like I said with the whole Doja Cat thing. Y'all only cancel people until they do something that makes you forget that they were canceled. It really doesn't matter what you do. R. Kelly is not even canceled. His songs are still going viral on TikTok. There's always going to be a group of people who agree with what somebody is saying. So like, you can try to cancel somebody and like you can expose them and like say they did the most horrific thing in the world, and there will be a group of people who will be like, you're actually wrong for that. You're bitter for that. That's crazy that you would say that about this person, and they'll go follow them. I'm gonna go follow that person because now I need to know their side. Cancel culture does not work. It's stupid. Religion is hindering a lot of people's spiritual growth. Again, all spirituality does not have to look the same, and you can very much still believe in things that you've learned in your religion and things like that and take it and apply it, but you also have to realize that there's so much more going on in the world, and like people's hardcore like church cult beliefs are hindering their spiritual growth. They got you drinking the blood and eating the body but then telling you that crystals are evil. Y'all gonna tell me that me holding my little crystal is evil, and me doing my tarot readings and minding my business at my altar is evil? I don't understand. Like, I've never sometimes God is not testing you and you are just suffering, and that is okay. I think we all like to believe in like the grand scheme of things, that everything is a test or everything is leading us somewhere. Like, everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, and certain things shouldn't be changed because it can like offset the whole outcome of your life and stuff. But I don't believe that every single thing all the time that we're going through, like, oh, like I just dropped this and I broke something, oh well, you know, God got something bigger for me. Like, y'all really be putting too much on God. Y'all don't take no accountability in like the energy that you got going on around you, or like maybe like you drop that because you need to clean your crib. Like, maybe you need to do, like, no, it's not always this big plot for your life. Sometimes you are just suffering at that moment, or something is just going wrong, and it's okay. We are not natural meat eaters. I don't care. I'm gonna give us fish and stuff like that, because you can eat fish and you can eat raw fish and you can like be fine. But meat, like animals and stuff like that, we were not naturally, we're not supposed to eat that. If you have to cook it and your teeth can't just go, if you can't naturally just go out into the wilderness and sit in some trees and then jump out and hunt a lion and bite into it, or you know, a cow or whatever you're doing, these animals, you're not just walking up to them and just eating them, like, you know, like how other animals do. That's not what you're doing. So I feel like that's not what we were meant to do. We have teeth like horses and stuff like that. We're supposed to be eating veggies. We do have semi like canine teeth like dogs and stuff, but even then, yeah, no, we're not supposed to be drinking cow milk. We have milk from our mothers for a reason. Like, each species has their own things. We're the only ones that go out to other people's shit and be like, yeah, let me have some of that. Like, for what? What if some random kid on the playground came up to you and pushed you from your mother and was like, yo, let me get some of that. Yo, where your mom at? Like, let me get some milk. Like, you're gonna be like, yo, what? Like, what are you talking about, bro? We can't have none of this, because we don't share these things. So why are we going to this cow and saying, yeah, let me, you know, take away from this calf and drink his mother's milk like that? Like, what are we doing? So yeah, like, some people got mad, like in a few of my other videos where I was talking about like being vegan, and like I only do 90-10. Like, I'm 90% plant-based, 10% I be cheating, I be eating whatever I want. I do thrive better with like a vegan, plant-based, vegetarian diet. I can also eat a little bit of meat here and there and be fine, but I just try not to. Or like I don't even crave it most days. Like, you know, some people take it to the extreme, like you won't be able to cleanse your soul if you're not vegan, and you're like, bro, I don't know about all that stuff. I really honestly don't know. I just know that I feel better. Like I feel better when I put love into my body, and I do better by myself, and that's all I know. Like I'm really not some like grand Buddha like teacher. Like I'm here going through this human experience, and I'm just sharing stuff that I'm going through with y'all. Like I'm not trying to push anything. So even with my conspiracy and stuff, if you don't see it, you don't see it. You can watch it and you can just take that in and be like, you know what, girl, I don't agree, and I'm be like, okay, that's fine, you're going about your day. When y'all start getting rude and start talking about you're reaching and you're stupid and this is not what I saw, and then you start getting, I match energy, and I can read energy really well. Even if you don't say something, I can feel it, and I know what you were saying, and sometimes I will react and I match that energy, and I just block people, and then people be in my comments about, you blocked me, and then you're gonna cry. If you don't like me, if you don't like what I'm talking about, why do you care if you get blocked? That's another thing, another unpopular opinion. You can't get mad if somebody blocks you if you're being rude to them. What do you mean? You're literally going out of your way to be rude to, like, I can't be mad like if I post a celebrity with their symbolism and all of that stuff, and they were to come to my page and block me. Okay. Good for you. I can't ever be mad but I also don't go on their page and I don't bother them. I don't flood their comments. I don't write them. I don't question them about things. I just post my opinion, and we talk about it on my page, and my things are always open so that they can come and they can say what they want to say too. And if y'all follow me, y'all have seen that in live action. Like, you have seen celebrities come on my page and comment and say, well, this is not what I meant, or this is what this is, or this is, you know, you have the freedom to do that, and everybody does. I'm not the Hollywood police, so hopefully these opinions don't shake the table too much. Y'all know I always have more to say, but I think I'm gonna leave that there for today, because I think that's enough. If you guys do like this and you actually want to hear more of my unpopular opinions, then let me know and I will do it again. If not, then I will never do this again. I don't think it was too much. It was very calm. But, like, you know, people come on here with their like, oh yeah, I got an unpopular opinion, gonna get me canceled, spilling all the tea, and it'd be like, oh, Nicki's better than Cardi, and I'm like, you thought you ate? I didn't want to go too hard because I know I'm trying to stay monetized out here, but I didn't want to say not enough, because then y'all know that would be fake of me, because everything I say is pretty unpopular. But I hope this is received well, and I will see y'all in my next video. I'm gonna hit this